Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new deck music video. I appreciate you being here. Today we are checking out the Canoto EP called A Chroma, released on Port Zero back in May. This EP means a whole lot to me. I've actually listened to the entire EP in full multiple times at this point, and I had listened to a lot of Canoto's unreleased stuff and some of the stuff that was on the EP before it ever came out. Seeing all of this together, brought into a project, especially released on Port Zero, I'm so happy for Canoto because he is working so hard on improving his sound, getting as much out there as he can, and seeing him on Port Zero is just a huge accomplishment for him. This EP was fantastic. Not my favorite work from Canoto overall, but some of those individual tracks like Marble Veil and Tundra, man, they just have me screaming for more. I really hope you enjoy this EP as much as I do, and enjoy. I have probably listened to the entire EP somewhere, except for Your Move. But Marble Veil and Tundra I've heard like, I don't know how many times. But I have some things I want to say on it. Dash, I don't think I've heard the full thing. Voices, I don't know if I've heard either. But Marble Veil is clearly his best. We're just going to go ahead and play it. There is someone on Instagram, when the mini mix was released on Port Zero, they were like, this is not Canoto's sound, and I'm very disappointed with this EP, and it's simply not interesting enough to excuse its repetitive groove. There's no glitches, impressive sound design, weird rhythm changes, or anything I usually associate with Canoto's sound. This couldn't be a track on Somatic Veil. 6 out of 10. Someone said this about this track. How is this not unique? Tell me another track that sounds like this. This track is truly one of a kind, unique. And then it goes into something that's like more expressive, more vocal. Stays within the idea because it has all this stuff in the fills that's relating back to Section A. And you can get a triplet flow. I don't understand how this is not cool. You know what I mean? Crazy idea. We let producers have fun. So true, dude. I cannot explain, but I feel like Canoto's music has always been bipolar or schizophrenic, beautifully scary. I feel like Canoto is just good at a lot of different genres. It still feels like Canoto to me. He's like all the chimes in the back. That's been something that he's been doing for years. And there is small variation here. Would I want more? Yes. Am I complaining? Absolutely not. I've listened to this track like 100 times. Yeah, sub on this one is incredible. All right, this is Voices with Scared. Wasn't for me, to be completely honest, but I really like other stuff with Canoto's. Yeah, that's fair. This is a very different EP for sure. I still feel like his Lost and Found EP is probably the best that he's done. Somatic Veil is incredible for what it is, and in a very different light. You've got the classic super low squeaky bass. It's a squeaky bass. I freaking love it. Has he ever collabed with Aphonic? You know, that's funny because the next song on this EP is a collab with Aphonic. He and Aphonic are actually very good friends. All three of us are. Like, I have done streams with both Canoto and Aphonic. Tundra will be stuck in my head for years. Tundra is probably my favorite on here, but I also haven't listened to Dash or Your Move. Popping one-shot sounds on this track. Yep. It's literally just a reverse kick. Most of them are a reverse kick. There's some other stuff that he does, like some really crazy automations in basic Ableton. Like, he obviously has like Reason and some other effects, but a lot of his sound is crazy manipulation and automation using basic stock Ableton effects. That snare. He's got the triplet clap snap thing. It's so cool. I would imagine this is Scared section. I don't know if I've heard that. It's probably that one or Your Move may be my least favorite. I don't know. I love it though. I just like Aphonic sound better than Scared, I think. Then also just Canoto is just... Solo Canoto just sounds so different, even when he's working with someone. All right, this is Dash with Aphonic. Yeah, this song, I actually really like this song, but it feels very different than all of Aphonic and Canoto's work. I didn't expect to sound... Yeah, I feel like either y'all are reading my mind or I'm reading yours. When I heard that this was the Aphonic collab, I'm like, interesting. All right, so here's the other collab that they were talking about. This is the one I wanted, and I did not realize that it was not that. So good. Yeah, I really want that at someday, but that is not today. Like, this is sick, but respectfully, the others are just more for... Yeah, I agree. I think that idea is a lot better, and when I heard the mini mix for this, I already knew that Aphonic was going to be on it, but I did not know it was a whole new idea that they had worked on. So, given that they worked on a brand new ID and released that first, we may not ever see Monkey, which is kind of sad. I think they have another one. I'm not sure. And I don't think that one's public. Okay, I've not heard that. Canoto and Kanye? That'd be interesting. Good night. Rally sound should be Aphonic. Yeah, probably. I don't actually think I've heard that. That was incredibly unique even for Aphonic. Like his some of his bonuses for the Ordained v Chaos album was quite interesting. Like a very glass shard sound effect. And that's also, I feel like what I just heard from him is very different than what is normal. But it's great. This is probably my favorite. This one is great. I freaking love it. And also just the name of this track is so cool. And then it goes into something euphoric. Yeah, Tundra is probably my favorite. Marble Veil is right up there with it. They really cannot be compared. Okay, this is Your Move. I've not heard this. Well, I think I have, but it's been a long time. Your Move is my favorite. Okay. See if you can recognize the sample. I will not recognize the sample. I don't know if you know me, but I live under a rock. So... Dude, where are you going? I don't know if this is for me, but it is pretty sick. I really dislike when artists do a slowdown thing. I think it's good. It's very situational, and then they've got to pull it off. And in my taste, it's not for me. Did they pull it off? Yeah, probably. A Chroma. I'm glad I got to finally listen to that. That came out May 29th. It's been a long... I wanted to listen to that for a very long time, so it's great. Hey, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to be notified on any new videos, and any live streams if you want to be part of the reactions. See ya.